Welcome back to BTD Beyond the Diamond Friday. We're going to talk Astros ball. We're going to talk about some rumors swirling, and we're going to hang out with y'all and answer your questions. What is up?
What's up? I'm Dez.
That is Dez.
I'm not Dez. I'm filling in for Desi.
That's Garrett. Desi's a little sick right now.
He's a little sicky. He's a little sicky baby. That's okay. I wish I was there taking care of him. I would have.
You're gonna like
make him some chicken noodle soup and everything.
What is it? Robitussin? Remember Robitussin?
No.
Am I saying that wrong?
I don't know what that is.
Robitussin?
I don't know what that is. I don't take.
Cough syrup.
I don't take substances when I'm ill. I just let it flush out of my system. Yeah. Drink water and eat food.
Yeah.
No.
You change the title to stop talking dirty to me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about those rumors swirling. Offseason starting.
Yeah, I'm to be completely honest with everyone in the chat. I just got back from Dallas doing a 3-day video shoot. Completely out of the loop on anything baseball. Couldn't watch any of the postseason games. Couldn't keep up with any of Astros news. But I'm seeing now on Beyond the Diamond podcast that there are rumors swirling via John Heyman.
Rumors is a little sensational. It's mostly just John Heyman, and I didn't even hear exactly what he said. I just been seeing everybody talk about it, about rumors about Alonso or Bregman. But it's less about is this actually going to happen, more about like should this happen? What does the team look like if this happens? If one of those guys came over here?
Definitely need to talk about the logistics of it.
What is up, Salvatore? Boys, I'm here. My body is ready.
My body is tired, but it's also ready. I'm ready for some offseason madness. I'm ready for some offseason madness.
This is the fun part of the offseason where you have all the hope and none of the heartbreak.
Yeah.
We have anybody could be an Astro.
Anybody
technically.
Could be an Astro. Yeah, I mean,
anybody could be traded or become a free agent. Anybody could be on the Astros team next year.
I mean, last year around this time,
even Shohei
Ohtani. Last year around this time, if you would have told me in a few months we were going to trade Kyle Tucker, I wouldn't have really believed you.
That's
but it
fair.
happened.
Yeah,
it happened. And also around this time last postseason, it was kind of looking like Bregman would leave. Maybe he would stay, but he signed with Boston. He's gone. Yeah. So really, no one's anyone except for maybe a few guys. Anyone can go. Anyone can be moved. Anyone can be. Anyone can be signed to the Astros. It looks like after missing the postseason, we're really looking at a lot of different options here. We being the front office of the Houston Astros.
Us. Yes, that's us. Yeah, we make the decisions. Actually,
I wish.
We make the decision when they're good decisions. When they're bad decision, that's somebody else's fault. You're not Ron. Dez not here today. We got Garrett filling in.
Yes,
we're just talking rumors, talking ball. I pretty much know the answer, but if you had to choose, who would you rather add to this team, Pete Alonso or Alex Bregman?
Oh, that is tough because Alonso just had a whale of a season.
Yeah.
He bet on himself to have that opt-out.
He did.
Had a whale of a season. He was great with the Mets. But Breggy's Breggy. He's the boy. I would have to say for culture reasons and also defensive reasons, I'd say Bregman.
Okay.
Well, I don't know.
Alonso,
I don't even know where you would put the man.
Well, so the idea I think people are thinking is if you went and got Alonso, you would trade Walker, and Alonso would be your first baseman. Isak Paredes would be your second.
That makes sense to me.
If you went and got Bregman, you would trade Walker. You would trade Walker or Paredes, and Bregman would be your second baseman, and either Walker or Paredes would be your first baseman.
I mean, but Paredes is cheap right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think in the perfect world, either way you trade. And you trade Walker and try and get something for him, but I just don't know what you get.
I mean, at this rate, logistically speaking, I would probably want to trade Walker and sign Alonso because I love Bregman. But right now, since we traded for Carlos Correa, he's third baseman. He's going to be our third baseman for the next few years, or he's going to be in that infield.
Yeah, third baseman and shortstop are pretty much set.
They're
for
short
the next,
up.
4 years.
They're short up, and right now Paredes, theoretically healthy, would be second. He would be a second baseman starting.
I think technically, yeah.
Opening
I think
day.
That's the plan. I don't know if I've heard anybody from the Astros actually say that's the plan, But that's just the plan that everybody is
That's just
assuming.
that's the plan.
We're
that
all just assuming
that's
Paredes is going to play second.
Yeah, that's the plan we're making up in our heads, which that makes sense to me. So I would probably trade Walker and replace him with Alonso because really you don't want to mess with that kind of you don't want to mess with that infield right there. We've already switched things around so much. I mean, and then adding Alonso to replacing Walker's bat in the lineup with Alonso's bat, I like that. I mean, he's gonna be a
absolutely.
Crawford. He would be a Crawford box merchant.
38 bombs in 2025 with an 871 OPS, a 144 OPS plus. That is nice.
Yeah, and the majority of the season, it seems like he was hanging around like 950, almost 1,000.
Yeah, I think he had a really cold stretch in like August or something like that.
Yeah, that makes sense. They kind of fell off the second half of the season.
Salvatore says Dana and Joe are on the hot seat. They got to do something. Pitching ads, trade for Alcantara and JV as your top. As your five. Well, JV'd be free agent.
Right.
Free agent Schwarber. I like Schwarber. Trade Diaz, Abreu, Paredes, Ducks. Also thinking some 1-year deals. I do think there's going to be a lot of moves. I don't know if I agree with all of those there, but yeah.
Axel said, Garrett looking like he's on the hunt for Stephen J. Lockjaw. Well, these are one battle after another. Glasses in theaters now.
TM.
I'm wearing these to hide my tears because I'm a Dodgers hater. I'm wearing them,
and they're gonna win. They're for sure gonna repeat.
Oh my god! And now they have. Sure. We're probably gonna talk about it later on, but they have Ohtani lined up to pitch tonight. He's gonna have a generational performance on the mound. Yeah. Well, I guess we'll get to the postseason because you'll have to catch me up on some of the stuff. But it looks like the Dodgers are just. The National League hasn't had a chance at all.
No,
but
the Dodgers are 8-1 in the postseason.
That's insane.
They're doing a 2022
Astros.
Yeah, they're just walking in. It should be pretty easy for them.
But
absolutely not. Paredes is great.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Paredes, sure he's tradable, but he was for a while. He was our best offensive player last season.
So here's where I'm at on that. Paredes is clearly, obviously, the better player, which is why we like him. But the value you might get for trading him might be worth it. And then Walker overall had an okay year. Like, people are mad. It was fine, but like to have that kind of solid-ish production at first with good defense might be worth keeping because what you trade for him is probably not going to be as valuable as the value he gives you. And then trade Paredes and get really good value, get a prospect, maybe get a starter, and then you sign somebody like Bregman to play second, and then you're looking at Walker, Bregman, Pena, Correa, and then a starter that you got for Paredes.
Could Bregman play second?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I guess he could.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anything can happen. Correa went to third and looked like a Gold Glover.
It would be kind of a waste of him at second, but it would be better than having Paredes at second, technically.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it really depends on what the team is going to be looking for roster construction-wise. If they traded Walker, like you said, they're not going to get a ton back for Walker. We know who Walker is right now.
Yeah.
He had a solid.
He had a fine
overall, solid. Like, he wasn't Abreu. He wasn't Jose Abreu.
The thing is with Walker, he shouldn't have been hitting cleanup for most of the season. Like, Walker had a fine enough year that, like, if everybody else is healthy and Walker is doing what he did in the 6 or 7 hole the entire season, you're probably not complaining about that.
Yeah.
You're probably like, okay, that's fine. He's a first baseman. He hit 20-something bombs, played really good first base, had whatever amount of RBI.
He had a good amount of RBIs, I'd say.
I mean, that's your 7 hole. That's perfectly fine. But because of all the other injuries, he had a microscope put on him.
He was forced to move
and he was hitting cleanup all year. And you're like, God damn it, why is he hitting cleanup?
Yeah, that makes sense.
But like, if you have a full year of Correa, Pena, and then like Bregman, Jordan, Diaz, if you have all those guys ahead of him in the lineup, you're sitting there like, okay, it's fine. We can have Walker. Like, that's okay.
Going back to that comment, Salvatore, I would trade Diaz. I don't know about Abreu, but I would trade Diaz. I'd look into that. I mean, that now the Padres failed. now the failed Padres trade seems kind of fucked up.
It seems kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
Thoughts on Munetaka Murakami? You brought him up a few weeks ago.
I was having Paul Atreides visions of us signing Murakami.
His problem is
Obviously, he's a Dodger.
he's like the most clear
Obviously.
Dodger of all time.
Obviously, he's a Dodger.
He's going to be their first baseman.
Yeah.
But he's somebody that's like, yeah, if you trade Walker and you sign Murakami, he plays first. Like,
you would. The thing is, he's a generational hitter over there on that side of the world. He's a lefty too. Like that would be he's lefty, right? I'm not making that up.
yeah, he's lefty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Didn't make that up.
We watched him hit a tank at WBC.
We did. Yeah, and it was a
Absolutely.
tank.
It was like third level.
It was crazy.
It was ridiculous.
I would love it. People would have to get used to him striking out for the first half of the season.
Yeah,
he does strike out, but
he's essentially like a better version of Walker.
Yeah, and he's
lefty,
a left. Like I said,
lefty. Yeah,
I would sign him in a heartbeat if you could get him over here. But it doesn't seem like we have the front office. Doesn't seem like they have that kind of.
We don't have pull in
They don't
Japan.
have they don't have their hands in the cookie jar in Japan.
We have South America.
Yeah,
we don't have Japan.
We have that part of the world locked up. Like we found Ronel Blanco at a car wash. Like we're not going to sign Japan's biggest stars.
Yeah,
that's going to be the West Coast. That's going to be either the Mariners or the Dodgers.
I think the Mariners makes a lot of sense for him.
The Mariners, for a little bit before Ohtani became a free agent, I thought he was a Mariner. I was like, that's a dark horse team.
I thought that made sense, but I think they're eventually going to get another big Japanese player to continue that tradition with Ichiro and that vibe. I think that makes so much sense for them. Tracy said, that was my question. Has there been any talk from Breggy about being open to second?
I'm sure he would be.
I don't think there's been any talk, but yeah, if he was getting paid what he wants to get paid, and then he was in a stacked lineup back in Houston, I absolutely.
Yeah, the check clears. He's going to play anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean,
he has no issue with that.
Yeah, no, I mean, and being back in Houston, getting paid,
being
not
back
Boston.
Being back with Correa.
Yeah, like that. He would. Yeah, I'm sure he would do it. I'm sure he had no issues doing that.
Are we platooning Altuve and Jordan in left field? Yeah, I mean, pretty much.
Yeah, I don't foresee Altuve seeing second base a lot, especially if Paredes comes back and he's on the opening day roster.
If you have the only reason Altuve saw second as much as he did last year is just because he had no other good second base options.
Yeah.
But if you have if Paredes is your basically everyday second baseman, or you sign some other guy that's your everyday second baseman, Altuve is not going to play second very often. They clearly don't want him at second. He's a bad left fielder, but he's also a bad second baseman, and left field is the position that's least important out of the two. You'd rather have a bad left fielder than a bad second baseman all day of the week, especially when you have so many ground ball pitchers in the rotation or whatever.
Now, let me ask you, Josh, because you asked me, what would you rather do?
Yeah.
The Alonso situation or the Bregman situation?
That's really tough for me.
Because I have an Alonso type of slugger. We
really need
are
that
missing a slugger.
That's
really
the thing,
missing a slugger.
I really want Bregman's leadership and everything back on this team. I think that'd be incredible, especially combined with Correa. You immediately have your culture back. Yeah, Bregman and Correa back here, not only back but back as full grown leaders.
Yeah, we're partying like it's 2017 again. if that's the case.
Exactly. That would be so great, but I do think Alonso's bat fits the profile of what we need a little bit more. We need pop, we need ISO. I think I looked and under the ISO leaders, he was 13th in baseball or something like that. The other guy that I want to go get is Kyle Schwarber. He's 4th in baseball in ISO. An off season of getting Alonso and Schwarber added to this lineup, oh my god,
yeah,
sexy.
Obviously, adding Schwarber would be the holy grail of left-handed slugging to be added to the Astros. That would be the ultimate. That would be the ultimate get this offseason.
You probably want it, but
I don't see it happening.
No, I mean you want it because you're a guy is looking on the outside looking in.
Yeah.
Because if you got both of them, Schwarber would have to be your DH, and then you'd have to choose between Jordan and Altuve and left, and then Paredes at second, Alonso at first. So Altuve is like not in your starting lineup in that situation. So that's not going to happen.
Yeah, I would keep Paredes. I think I'd keep Paredes.
I think
I like
an ideal scenario for me is you sign Alonso, you have Paredes at second, you trade Walker, and hopefully get a decent starter or a couple prospects, starter prospects.
I'd be okay with starter
Even just
prospects.
one that you think the lab can do something with is
Or like, I mean,
unfortunately
like a number 4 or 5 guy.
maybe. I just don't know. I just really
Innings
don't know
eater.
how much value you're going to get for him. I mean, if you look at Correa, for example, I mean, obviously that was a fleece, but the Astros took on Correa's contract, which is what you'd hope another team does for Walker.
Did you see that? I don't even remember his name. The
Yeah,
guy.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they released him. They
Yeah,
cut him.
the Astros basically got Correa for
We
free.
just got
You just got his contract.
we
So
didn't even
that,
get all of his contract.
yeah,
That's
I know. That's so that
crazy.
if you compare that to what you might get for Walker in a similar situation, similar ish contract, and all that, you're really not going to get much for him at all. Which is why I'm like leaning towards, unfortunately, trading Brady's because then you at least get something.
Pack bags. Looks like Brady's. You looks like you're gone. Maybe. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know about that. I
Uh,
do think Daniel Brown. We've talked about this. Me and Des talked about this a lot. It's a hot seat year. So Dana Brown is going to make moves to win right now.
yeah.
He's going to
No.
make moves to win this next year to stock up this team, even if it might cost future stuff. But I think it's going to be a lot of 1 to 3 year contracts for free agents, some trades that trade away some of your future for winning right now, which is exciting for me. I'm usually a big win now guy, especially with the CBA coming up. I'm like, you have money to spend this year. You have almost a complete roster. You're a few pitchers and maybe one hitter away from a very good team. Go make those moves.
I agree, and because we were talking collectively as a fan base, um, we were debating whether Espada and Dana Brown were going to be retained. They were obviously, so
Yeah.
that makes sense that they are going to be throwing the kitchen sink this offseason. They're going to be putting their heads together and thinking, what can we how can we maximize our roster and our probability to go to get another ring.
Yeah.
So they will be making moves, whether they be uh, trades or signings or something. But I see them picking up 1 or 2 big name free agents and maybe trading for someone that would bring immense value to the team.
Yeah. I think it's going to be, I think there's going to be a big trade. I think we see maybe 1 or 2 trades. I mean, it's going to be probably the most active the Astros have been in a while.
Which is exciting.
Since last year. I mean, last year was already pretty active. You saw Dana; he's not afraid to trade a hometown favorite for value.
Right.
He already did that with Tucker. I could see him trading Diaz. I could see him trading Brian Abreu. I wouldn't want to. I could see him trading Paredes. I could see him trading Walker. I could see him trading
It's just
Pena.
it's tough.
I don't know.
It seems like tough trading Abreu. What happened to Dez's tan? I stayed inside and played too much Battlefield 6.
Yeah, that's literally what Des is probably doing right now.
Yeah. I mean, trading Abreu doesn't make too much sense to me because of how injured our pitching staff was last year. I mean, you don't want a repeat of that
No,
happening
absolutely.
again.
I'm not saying I want that to happen.
But yeah, just for
I'm just thinking about Dana Brown. Like, I think literally everything is on the table. If
they better not.
If he thinks he can move somebody to get somebody like that, increases chances to make the playoffs and win a World Series and keep his job, I think anybody's on the table, really, outside of Hunter Brown and like Altuve and Yordan.
Right.
But I think even Pena's on the table because you think about a lot of these issues with this current setup of this team. Talk about trading Walker, talk about trading Paredes, whatever. I think a solve that could get you value, it might be a 3% option, but is trading Pena. Because you trade Pena, put Correa at short, then you have Paredes comfortable at third. I'm not saying I want this to happen. I'm just saying
it's not a good sell. I mean,
a
lot of people,
you'd have to get a lot of value back for
oh
him.
yeah, a ton of you have to maximize what you get back.
I'm not saying it should happen or I want it to happen or it will happen.
You're saying, giving an example.
I'm giving an example. Like, I think everything is on the table for him right now.
Yeah, I mean that's true, and I mean like you just said, Dana Brown, he's got one more chance, or who knows? He's got multiple chances, but seems like he got one more chance.
I think don't make it at least to ALCS in 26, he's lost his job.
I think so too.
I mean, I guess unless they win 105 games and just lose on some bad luck in the DS, but like if they don't have a very strong 26, I think he's lost his
I
job.
think if it's another like middling stretch that we have next season, and we even if I really think if like even if they get to the postseason, you have like another 88, 87
that's what I was saying.
win
You have 2 years in a row where you don't get 90 wins. Like you have to win at least like 93 wins.
Yeah,
This
I mean,
next
there
season.
was a point in the season we were on pace to win 95
Yeah.
plus. Yeah,
they were hot.
Yeah,
We were like, all they have to do is go 500 for the rest of the season, and then they went under 500.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, and you can kind of say it's injuries, and obviously that had a lot to do with it. But the team kind of unraveled a little bit. So last chance, Fancy Pants. This is going to be this is the season. So make your moves. Let me ask you this real quick. I saw a report very quickly. I didn't read too much into it about Dylan Cease perhaps being on the table for the Astros.
I think he absolutely is as a free agent. There was some rumors about him not wanting to come here for some reason, but I don't know how much truth there is to that.
Maybe it was just like because in the middle of the season,
when
traded because he was probably thinking, I don't want to be traded away from beautiful San Diego on a good team.
Yeah, I get that. I think money talks no matter what. So if you offer him something about something that he's looking for, and it might be cheaper because of how bad he was, and it might be a situation where you can go get him for cheaper than you should, fix him, and then have him perform at a way higher value than you pay for him. That's super possible. I want to get to some of these comments before we lose them. Powered by Rhythm says Michael King, Dylan Cease, or both. I mean, both 1,000%.
Both would be incredible.
Is Michael King a free agent? I didn't know
that. We'd have to fact check that. I know. I mean, obviously, we just talked about Cease.
Yeah, Cease is for sure.
And Cease would be freaking filthy on our.
I think I looked at Cease's. I have a whole free agent doc I'm working on that we're gonna do big episodes on free agents attacking each one or whatever. I have a thing broken down on him on his pitch selection. I think he's perfect prime candidate for our pitching lab to fix and make him dominant again.
Definitely.
Tracy, you're talking about trading Diaz, who I like. Are you depending on Salazar or Caratini at that point, hoping to get another catcher within that trade? That's my big thing about trading Diaz. Dez wants to trade Diaz. I've just talked about you could maybe get some value for him. But who's your catcher? Because Caratini is a free agent, so you'd have to re-sign him.
I think we will.
Sure. Salazar, I think, is fine. But he's your backup? Caratini's your starter? Who is your future of catching? You trust Walker Yannick or
I was about to ask. Walker Yannick what's his path looking like? He's obviously not going to be. He's not going to be a major leaguer in 2026.
No, he's not even a double A yet.
No,
I don't know. That's why I'm sure people talk about trading Diaz. I think Diaz is fine. I think Diaz is a perfectly fine catcher.
He's a fine 715 OPS catcher,
which is better than the Astros have almost ever had at catcher.
100%. I mean,
they've had single years of a guy being good.
Well, I mean, before this, we were rocking with Martin, and he can throw anyone out. But at the plate, he's nowhere near what Diaz can do at the plate.
And with these starters, I don't think even Martin could be throwing people out with how long they take to get to home.
No,
that's the biggest issue.
I mean, throwing people out, it's a lost art. It's a lost art. When people do it, it's almost like seeing an exotic rare animal in the zoo. A catcher throws someone out, you're like, oh, you do. It's an amazing play
with the bigger bases, and then also
now. Josh Naylor has 30 stolen bases this past season.
He knows how to run.
It's a lost art.
I think we offload some outfitters this winter: Myers, Cole, Melton, or combo. I definitely think Melton gets moved. I think Chaz gets moved. I don't think Cole gets moved. I don't think Jake gets moved, but maybe. Like I said, anything's on the table. All right, let's get to YouTube comments now.
Yeah, well, y'all are killing with the comments.
I want Dana to go out and trade for Edward Cabrera. Absolutely. Oh my god,
I would love that.
Edward Cabrera would be sexy.
Not sure what he would cost, but I'm sure we can. I mean, looks like we have a lot of guys who can play at the major league level already. because we sent someone up. We
Yeah.
sent so many up last.
I mean, we
this
have
past season.
established a trade route between Houston and Miami.
Uh-huh.
The road is paved. I'm just hesitant to give up high relievers. To give high relievers a lot of money. Yeah, I hear that. Would y'all be upset with Sandy? Absolutely not upset with Sandy. I think Sandy is another guy the Astros could.
We could
Almost any pitcher. I've said this over and over again. My philosophy, I would print out a thing. If the Astros go get a pitcher, I trust them to fix that pitcher.
I do
Because
too.
how often have the Astros gone and got a pitcher and not had them be successful outside of picking up Hector Neris for the 17th time? You know what I mean? Like going the Astros pitching lab, identifying, oh, this pitcher is kind of okay, but we think we can make him better.
Yeah,
is like a 85% success rate.
I mean, they picked up De Los Santos,
De Los Santos,
in the middle
Okert,
of the season, and
Sousa,
yeah,
fucking Jason Alexander, Brandon Walter. Like, how many examples do we need?
Brandon Walter, dude, that guy, we turned him into for a while. It was like that's immediately our our game 3 starter. We made it postseason. It's unfortunate he got injured, but we were high on Walker, dude. So yeah, I would love. I mean, if the price is right for Sandy, which it would be. They're not going to require a lot.
Yeah, the problem is his contract.
I would trust their laboratory.
Sandy's similar to like Walker, but on the pitching side, where he has a pretty high contract. He's not performing as well as he should.
Would you do Walker for Sandy straight up?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I would too.
Absolutely. And that could be I could see that happening.
I could see that happening too.
I think the only offer for Pena I could accept would be Skubal. That is a thing. There's rumors that, maybe the Tigers should trade Skubal. Did you see what just came out, what they offered Terry Skubal?
I heard they were really far apart.
They were $250 million apart.
Jesus, what does he want?
The offer rumored that the Tigers offered Tarek Skubal, the best pitcher in baseball, by a bit. Well, outside of Skeens. 4 years, under $100 million.
They don't want him. They don't want him. They don't want him.
That's like worse than we offered anybody that has left the Astros, and we don't offer shit.
Did Hinch? Did they sign him to a contract extension?
I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know. I don't know if they have officially.
If I was AJ, I would be fucking pissed.
Yeah,
I would be like, dude, why are you lowballing our generational pitcher who almost got us to the ALCS by himself? So
now people are like, they should trade him. And I'm like, yeah, maybe they should. He only has 1 year left on his contract.
I don't think we have enough.
I don't think the Astros can get him.
No. That's a pipe dream.
That'd be awesome. I mean,
obviously, he's the biggest dog in baseball.
What would be the max you would give up for Skubal?
Shoot, I don't know. Like, it would have
Pena.
It would have to be Pena.
Diaz.
I don't even know, but I mean,
Pena, Diaz, Melton, Paredes.
Shit, that's a lot.
And like Uwala, like it would.
Do you take it? I mean,
it'd hurt. It'd be a lot.
I would stand pat on.
No, I probably wouldn't want to do it.
Like he's a dog. He's generational, but we would take away more than what we would get back. I think in a lot of areas. Even though
I tried to make a move like that in our fantasy league, and y'all didn't let me do it.
You try to get him from a guy who was inactive in our league. There was collusion.
It was a good trade, man. It was like 3 very good starters for 1 elite starter.
You'd have Hunter Brown and Skubal on the same team. We were not going to let that happen.
I was trying to do what the Astros are trying to do, man.
That's a pipe dream.
Go get Kikuchi again. I don't know. Maybe.
I mean,
I wouldn't mind Kikuchi, but you'd have to trade. And I don't know what.
Trade.
I don't know about. I think if you're trading for a pitcher, like middle ground is worst case scenario. It needs to be like low, like you're trading your number 12 prospect for like a decent pitching guy that you can maybe make like an Okert level, like that kind of thing, or you're getting like an ace, a purebred ace. But that middle ground of like I wouldn't want to trade Jake Myers for some teams like number 3 starter. That just doesn't.
Myers has too much value.
Yeah, I feel like the value at that level isn't 1-to-1.
I think if we would have Kikuchi, we would have had Kikuchi.
That's fair.
We would have just signed
I think
him.
he definitely wants
He's
to get out of
gone.
there after you saw what happened with the
The
Angels.
whole AC thing.
The AC thing.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
That's
Poverty.
crazy.
Hey, but you don't sign with the Angels.
Yeah,
Sorry,
you gotta
but you
know better than
signed
that.
it. I mean, you are signing the papers to be on a poverty franchise. So, I mean, it's on you, Kikuchi. Not really.
Andrew's right about that. A runner getting thrown out gets looked at as a mistake on the runner's part rather than a plus on the catcher, unless it was a strike.
Yeah, I mean,
It's just, it is very between the bases and between how slow pitchers have become. It's so much easier to steal bases.
100%. I mean, you have guys who are stealing 70 bases a year. Like Acuna went 40-70, right? Like, that's insane. But
Michael King
is a free agent.
He denied his mutual option. Yeah,
cool. I would take King.
I would
in a
absolutely
heartbeat.
take King. I would take King more than Cease, to be honest.
Yeah, because he'd be cheaper, and we could make him cold.
Yeah, I mean, he's already pretty cold, but we could make him colder.
Oh my god, we could probably, if you sign King, then you can probably sign another pitcher, to a mid-tier contract like that.
Yeah,
or trade for one like Mitch Keller.
You really like? I
like Mitch Keller a lot. I mean, I think the Pirates would just take anything for him.
That's true.
And I think he's under contract on a pretty solid contract, like not too expensive.
Yeah,
I think he could be a good innings eater at like a number 4.
I think that's realistically, the Astros are going to go for quantity over quality in pitching, and they're going to make a couple moves like that, like a Mitch Keller, Michael King's a little higher than that on that scale, but like, instead of getting like one big splashy ace, they're probably going to get like 3 to 4 solid pitchers to add depth to throw in there with Javier and everybody else.
I'd be okay with that, because the last thing you want to do is sign Cease to a not mega, but a big contract, and have him either get injured or just have an Odorizzi type, because we were excited for Odorizzi and he wasn't great.
He was not great.
I mean, you really don't want that situation.
Do you think that our multiple major pitching injuries will scare big ticket pitchers away from coming to the team, even with the new staff in that position? That is a good point, but I think that's more of an all of baseball thing. I don't think.
I mean, there's injured pitchers all over the gaff.
Yeah, I don't think that's an Astro specific thing. Maybe injuries in general. Position player injuries, to be more specific, and handling of that might be a little wary for some free agents. But I think as long as they're seeing, obviously the Astros are making changes to fix that. So
I would just be more worried about signing of the Astros because Daikin is haunted. And that's the real reason why players get injured, is because the stadium is built on a Native American burial ground.
Yeah,
and it's haunted, and we're cursed. And I wouldn't even, like, the athletic training staff that got fired, like they were scapegoats for what's really going on. There's a hex been put on us.
And on that note, let's talk about tonight.
Let's do it.
Got some base. We're gonna get into MLB playoffs. Tonight there are 2 games. We have the Dodgers potentially trying to clinch the World Series berth, and then we have the Jays and Mariners. Game 5. This one I'm really excited about. A Game 5 where both teams is tied 2-2 is one of the best games of baseball.
The pitching matchup is Gausman
and Bryce Miller again.
Ooh, that's
Game 1 rematch.
It's good. It's a good matchup.
So what do you? Speaking of that, I want to get into our sponsor.
Oh,
Underdog. Make your picks, win money. I want to hear what your pick is for tonight. What is your go-to?
Well, I was planning on doing Ohtani strikeouts higher.
Yeah, Dez stole that.
He's not even here, and I can't do it.
Yeah, Dez's pick is Ohtani strikeouts higher, which is
6.5.
It's 6.5.
The line is 6.5 right now. I will say that Freeman home run higher.
Freddie Freeman's going to hit a home run tonight?
He is.
Wow.
I mean, he is Mr. Clutch himself. He's always a performer in the postseason. So I'm going to take his half home run and say higher.
Okay. That's crazy.
You heard it here, folks. You heard it here first, folks.
Wow. I got to find that on here. I got to go to the home runs tab and find that. Freddie Freeman home runs.
Yep.
So all together, my pick, I'm going George Springer higher 1.5 hits, runs, RBI.
He's been killing it. He's been
Bryce Miller
absolutely
again.
nails.
He hit a leadoff off Bryce Miller last game one.
First
I think.
pitch too, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So all those together, that's 11.77 times your money. That is $5 to win, $58 on Underdog.
Ooh.
Playing Underdog is easy. Just pick whether your favorite players to go higher, lower on stats like rushing yards, receptions, touchdowns, and more. Get your picks right. You could win up to 5,000 times your cash.
5,000.
Football season's going on. MLB playoffs are going on. Go to Underdog. Make your picks. Win money. Dez, tell us more about it.
Download the app today. Sign up with promo code BEYOND. Beyond. Use the promo code to score $100 in bonus funds when you play your first $5. That's $100 in bonus funds when you play your first $5. That's promo code BEYOND. Underdog, make picks, win money. Must be 18 plus, 19 plus in Alabama, Nebraska, 19 plus in Colorado. For some games, 21 plus in Arizona, Massachusetts, and Virginia. And present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com /play and get terms _DFS _HTML details. Offer not valid in Maryland, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org in New York. Call the 24/7 HOPE line at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY to 467-369. That is code BEYOND for $100 in bonus funds.
Beyond. All right.
Thank you, Dez. He doesn't look sick at all. He looks pretty lively, actually.
He looks great there. Look, he's lying to me.
Right.
But yeah, let's get back into the ball talk.
Thank you, Underdog.
Dana should call the Twins and offer Yiner for Joe Ryan. I wouldn't hate that.
That doesn't seem.
I like Joe Ryan. I don't know.
But we just talked about, like, beyond Diaz, there's gonna be a black void at catcher. I mean, you gonna trust Caratini as your starter for the entire season? That's tricky. I like Joe Ryan though. I would try to offer something else for Joe Ryan, maybe in the outfielder. You know, something like that.
You want to lightly use Jake Myers?
I would do that. I love Jake Myers. He's got great defense and he's been solid at the plate. But I mean, we need pitching. We have a lot of outfielders. We need pitching. And Zach Cole looks like the second coming. So
I hope so. I'm really excited to see more of him. It's always really exciting when a September call up comes up and has a good end of the year, and you're like, the possibilities are endless. Maybe he keeps that up. Usually doesn't. Usually they hit a hard sophomore wall. But I hope the hope is there. I hope he can come in, and if he could be an 800 OPS lefty outfielder, oh my God,
that's the hope.
That's Kyle Tucker. You're back.
Uh-uh.
So I have a name to throw out there from Froggy, but I don't know how y'all feel about it. What about Brian Reynolds? That could be a thing of like
Brian Reynolds was so 3 seasons ago.
That is so 3 seasons. How did he even do last year?
I don't think he did very well. But I wouldn't if I got my check and I'm in Pittsburgh, I wouldn't do well either. I would sit that one out.
Last season, he had 245 with 16 bombs, 73 RBI, and a 720 OPS.
It's not bad.
99 OPS plus, so he's a little bit under average.
Defensively, what?
It might not have been that great because he had a 1.4 WAR total.
Yeah. See, and he's under like a long contract. I think I'm good. Like I said, before he got signed to his extension 3 seasons ago or whenever we were talking about Brian Reynolds coming to Houston potentially, I was all about it. But then he got signed and he hasn't been like this past season wasn't great. I think I'd sit that one out. I'm good on Reynolds. But I saw a comment that talked about Mitch Keller. I don't know. I'm a Mitch Keller guy.
Mitch Keller for some prospects plays for me.
I would do it.
Yeah, I mean, I would do that. Who would y'all prefer, Pablo Lopez or Joe Ryan? I think Joe Ryan.
I don't know.
I think Joe Ryan's stuff fits better with what we like to do.
Also, isn't Lopez under contract? Didn't he get extended?
Yeah, what is Joe Ryan's contract? Is he about to be a free agent?
I don't think he got signed to an extension. I might be wrong.
Look it up right now. He is. Well, sometimes Spot Track does not break it down how you want it to. I think he is a free agent after this year.
Huh. I mean, there was in 23, Pablo Lopez looked great. I thought he was going to be like a Cy Young candidate the year after that.
Yeah.
Maybe that's within him.
He's a free agent in 2028.
Joe Ryan?
Yeah. So he has 2 more years.
Okay.
Next year and 1 more after that.
I mean, if you did trade for Joe Ryan, you have him under control for a few more seasons. But that's the thing is, can you unlock Joe Ryan? The Twins, they did it a few times, but they couldn't unlock him for an entire season.
Yeah.
I think we could. I trust our pitching laboratory.
Yeah. I mean, like I keep saying, like if the Astros go get a pitcher, I trust that they know what they're doing.
Absolutely.
If they go get a hitter, I don't have nearly as much confidence. It's like some teams, it's like, oh, they go get a hitter. It's like, oh, they know how to get good hitters. The Astros know how to get good pitching. They know how to identify a pitcher. Maybe had like a 4 or 5 ERA last year, and they're like, oh, we can turn this guy into like a 3.2 ERA stud.
Yeah.
And I trust them every time. If they do that and they say they're going to do that, I'm like, yes, sir.
Yeah,
yes, Mr. Astros.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
You do that. Now, if they go get a hitter, I'm like, he's probably going to get worse when he comes here, right? It's like the opposite effect.
That's the trend. It's
the opposite effect.
I mean, we got Abreu, and he fell off a freaking cliff.
Yeah.
We all know about that. And Walker, like we talked about earlier in the show, he was solid overall in the season. But for majority of the season, we were talking about the contract being a dud almost upon a DOA, DOA.
Yeah.
It looks like it's okay right now. I mean, who knows? He might start off 2026 hot.
I'm still a Walker believer. He let me down a lot this season. Sometimes I've fell into y'all's trap of hating on him. But overall,
what do you mean, y'all? Don't loop me in that. Don't loop me in that. I tried it.
I'd have to look at the receipts. I'd have to look at the receipts.
Right,
pretty sure you jumped on that bandwagon plenty of times.
Maybe I might have said he sucked.
I think all of us at some point in that chat said Christian Walker.
Well, he had a strikeout problem. He had a strikeout problem.
It was tough. I think I still am optimistic about him. I'm leaning more towards the value that you might get from trading him. I don't think is worth that. I think it's more worth it to keep him, see what you can get out of him.
You would really only do that if you had like a higher plan.
Yeah, my only thing is like only trade Walker if you have a better option at first base.
If you are confident,
if you're getting Alonso.
Yeah, if you're confident that you're getting Alonso or trading for another first baseman,
or you're getting a second baseman and you think Paredes can play first.
Yeah,
great. Like,
yeah, I would do that. I would like, hey, I mean, Paredes, throw him at first and have his bat in the lineup, and then maybe sign Bregman to play second. I would do that. That would be a great infield. I think Paredes can learn first pretty well. Yeah, I can see him doing the splits and like doing the splits and doing a Yuli pick, and I could see that happening.
Walker did not perform versus what he was paid. Yeah, I mean that's a given. But that usually happens with guys that are around like 31 to 34 that have had a really good career and become a free agent. Almost always they're going to get paid more than they're worth because that's just the nature of the game. With having a rookie contract for 6 years, you become a free agent. A team is going to want you, like the market for you is going to rise a little higher than what you're actually worth being paid. That happens often.
Yeah, that's the market.
So I'm not like, I think he did fine. Now, if he continues that trend this year, then no. But I'm willing to give him at least another like 3-4 months of like, if he's still doing this 3-4 months in or close to trade deadline, then maybe you try and dump him. I don't know.
My early mid-October prediction is that he is an Astro on the opening day roster in 2026. Christian Walker.
That would be mine too.
I'm
leaning more towards that Paredes gets traded over Walker.
Which, I mean,
because I just think the value you can get for him because he's so good. We love him. We don't want to trade him, but that's the point. Like because he has value, and you have like I just don't think I think people think, oh, we can just plug Paredes into second or first and he'll be just as good. And maybe that's the case. But like Ron Washington said in Moneyball,
It's incredibly hard.
it's incredibly hard to just move over and play first base.
Hey, I mean, Hattie did it.
Yeah, he did it.
Hattie did it. So I mean, when Chris Pratt could do it, like maybe Paredes can.
I'm just saying, like I think as frustrating and as maybe heartbreaking as it might be, there might be more value to trading Paredes for.
I wouldn't be heartbroken.
Yeah, but some people would be. You know, people like Paredes. You might be like, I guarantee if they announce, oh, we traded Paredes, even if it was for a good return, half the comments would be like, should have traded Walker. What the fuck? But like, I think overall, it's a better value to get something of value for Paredes when you already have a third base. Like you have somebody that is at Paredes' prime position. So
yeah,
like,
and we like him more.
Yeah,
we like as a fan base and as probably a clubhouse, we like Correa more.
I just feel like all of this maneuvering within the infield and all this like talk is because there's no position for Paredes right now. So if there's a world where you could trade him for like an Edward Cabrera, like imagine you could trade Isaac Paredes for Edward Cabrera and another bat from the Marlins, or like I don't know, something,
Sure,
or a 1-for-1 for Edward Cabrera or something. You know, somebody that's like, oh, he immediately makes our pitching staff so much better.
sure. I mean,
I'm like, I would do that.
I mean, what it feels like what we did this past entire season is constructed our roster to be run prevention.
Mm-hmm.
And we were like, okay, it's fine if we don't score as many runs as long as we prevent the runs from happening. It seems like that would be still the course, which I don't want that. I want to add
find
offense.
more of a balance. Yeah,
Sure, but it seems like we need to add more offense than anything. Because I look at Toronto's offense right now. Toronto's hitting the shit out of the ball. They're hitting the cover off the ball. We used to be like that. We used to go into every game and think, okay, what should we do? Should we score 6 runs, 8 runs?
Yeah,
cool. Let's do that. We're lucky to score. Seems like second half of the season 3 runs in a game sometimes.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah. So I mean, the trading offense for pitching. It works if like the pitcher is gonna be a really, really key central piece in our starting rotation or maybe our bullpen. But I mean, if you're, I don't know.
Well, my thing would be like you trade Paredes for, like Edward Cabrera. You have like a number 2 in your rotation. Hell yeah, and then that opens up your infield to where you can sign a really good second baseman that has good offensive power, and then your team is, instead of having a clusterfuck in the infield, you have a strong, everybody knows their position. You have your third baseman, your second baseman, your shortstop, your first baseman, all strong defensively and offensively, and you have number 2 in your rotation.
Mm.
Like overall, like some maneuvers like that would make me feel a lot better about 26.
Yeah, there's got to be the blueprint is.
Imagine you trade Paredes for Edward Cabrera and then you sign Bregman at second.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
The thing is,
because you have the money to spend. So if you did make a trade with Paredes, maybe it's taking on a little bit of contract, but it's also like you're trading from a position of strength, filling a position of weakness, and you have money to spend on other free agents to fill other holes.
I mean, you taketh away from offense, you're going to have to giveth.
No,
to
for
offense.
sure.
So, I mean, if that happened and we did sign Bregman, who we all love more than Paredes, let's face it, he's the boy. He's our friend of the program, Alex Bregman.
I do think Paredes had a better year. They both missed time.
But I mean, what Alex Bregman means to the Astros is more than what Paredes means to the Astros, even if maybe Paredes has more pop right now. But I mean, I would do that because he's the boy and we need pitching. So
yeah. Noah says, why would you trade the only person in your lineup who can work a count and is made for Daikin? I agree. I feel you. I 100% feel you.
It really.
What is but just like, where is he going to play? Like, I just think people like it's easier said than done that he can just slot into second base or first base and be good. Like
trading for Correa it put him up. It put him in limbo.
It put us in it's like one of those things where trading for Correa from a positional standpoint made 0 sense. 0 sense. But it was one of those things where it was such a fleece trade that was like right there. And they were like, here's Carlos Correa. And you're like, okay.
Yeah,
like we have to take, like, why would we not
wait,
take him?
no Fullen? This is our guy now again?
Like,
what?
Like you had to make that move, but it just added, now it's just kind of made it confusing as far as roster construction. But like, unless your other option, you can't trade Correa. Like, so you're like, all this is to be said. Like, I don't want to trade Praise. I'm just saying, I think he's
a candidate.
Your best trade candidate in terms of value that you could trade and still have a good team after doing that.
He's not under a big contract. He's under
a great contract.
He's under a few seasons. He can play. He's shown he can kind of play around the entire diamond, maybe.
Yeah.
He's
the main thing is his bat. Like,
yeah, I mean, and working counts. We're gonna get a new hitting coach. It'll be fine. Just don't think about that. We need something. We need something that brings us more value than just working counts.
Yeah, I mean, I
pitching.
said, I'm not against. I would love to keep Paredes, and if the coaches and like Paredes and everybody like tries him out at second or first, whatever the situation is, and they're like, oh, he's good, and I'd be like, fine, that's great,
that's fine.
I'd
be excited too.
I hope Dana's listening, and like, if there's some crazy good value you could get, if you could trade Paredes for like, imagine if you could, and this is crazy, but like, imagine if you could work out a trade of Paredes and some others for like Tarek Skubal. Like, if you think about it, it's 1 year of Tarek Skubal, so it's a rental essentially. It's not a half a year rental like a shred deadline, but it's 1 year of Tarek Skubal. If I'm the Tigers, like, and I trust my other pitching, and like maybe you trade Paredes and like Uwala and like another pitching prospect, that might be a decently even trade for them. Like, I don't know.
True.
I'm not saying that's possible. I'm just saying, like,
rental is tough because I just don't know what direction we are headed in 2026. Well, because even when we seemed like we were healthy enough, it just wasn't cutting it.
I just think that makes a lot of sense because like you said before, kind of wrapping it all up, Dan Brown's on a hot seat, so most of his moves are gonna probably be
splashy.
Well, splashy, but like things that help you in 26.
Yeah, true.
Maybe 27, but like mostly things that help you win next year, because he has to win next year or he's losing his job.
Watching the postseason right now, it looks like we're headed straight to a lockout in 2027. So might as well
exactly. That's why it's like. That's why I was like, you fucking make a trade for
push
Terry.
all the chips in this season and try to build a super squad for 26 and try to win it all. Because in 27, might not even play a full season. Hell, might not play at all. Who knows? You never know.
We are probably going to be sitting in April 2027, not watching baseball and talking about a lockout. I think, for sure.
No, I mean, I fully believe it. I fully see it happening, especially if the hate watch continues into the World Series, and which is gonna. And I think the Dodgers are gonna win the World Series, and I think that will help. That won't be the reason why there will be a lockout.
It's going to contribute.
It's going to contribute. It's going to contribute.
It's going to contribute to it.
It's going to be a lot of talk. Like, do you remember when the Dodgers signed literally every big free agent and won 2 World Series, maybe 3 in a row?
Yeah, maybe we should restructure how we do things.
Yeah, so maybe it's
can't happen.
Yeah, and the other owners are pissed about it. And
yeah, I mean, the players should be pissed about it too.
I mean, Cleveland's owners like, what the fuck? Like, we can't do like the whole. Well, everyone can sign Ohtani to a $700 million deal. No, they can't. No, they cannot.
Axel says Josh is winning me over. Feels like Brady's trade makes you stronger in a more predictable way. Walker is to Hail Mary. Noah says a Duran or Quan trade would be nice. I wouldn't hate that. That'd be great.
I like Quan. I think Quan would. I mean, again, Quan. I mean, I'm looking at sluggers.
Yeah,
for our offense.
That's my thing.
We really need someone.
We need ISO. We need slugging.
Yes,
we have enough like.
We
have enough contact guys, and they're not making contact. So I don't know. Maybe
that'll change when we sign Manny Ramirez, or when we have Manny Ramirez as our hitting coach.
Axel said, "What are we going to watch instead in April 2027? We're going to watch movies.
We're going to watch movies
because 2027 is going to be a good year for movies, apparently.
Perhaps
26 and 27.
It might be. I mean, 2025 was a great year for film. So,
But yeah, it looks like 2026 is the year of baseball, and then 27 is going to be tough. At least next year, we have a full season of hopefully good Astros baseball, and then we also have the WBC
right.
coming to Houston. The WBC. Thank you to our sponsor, Houston First, we're helping them promote the WBC. Make sure you get your tickets as soon as they're on sale.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you are there. It is an electric environment.
You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it.
It is one of the coolest things if you're just a pure, I get it if you're like, oh, I like the Astros, but I'm more of a football guy. Sure. I still think you should try it out. But if you're somebody like me that's been a baseball fan since you were 4 years old and like you just eat, sleep, and breathe baseball, it might be baseball at its peak. Honestly, the final game of the WBC,
some of the most electric
sports. It's probably better than the World Series.
Oh, definitely.
I mean, it's tough because it's like an Astros World Series when they win. Obviously, to me, that's going to be a personal, like, that's top notch. But like, if you look at all the World Series of the past few years, outside of like the few like big, awesome games, the finale of the WBC is up there, maybe higher.
If you're on the fence about attending a WBC game, any kind of game, think European football environment, but a baseball game. That's what it is. It's fans across the world
it's the World
losing
Cup of
their
baseball.
shit. Yeah,
it's crazy. It's awesome.
We went to 2 games in Miami a few years ago, and both of them were just electric.
I got to film Shohei Ohtani striking out Mike Trout to end the WBC.
One of the greatest at bats. One of the most electric at bats I've ever seen.
Team USA is gonna be stacked this time.
Yep.
We actually have a lineup. We actually have boys ready to play.
Yep. We got pitching this time.
We got pitching. Team Japan is gonna be stacked again. Yeah, I'm sure Team Dominican Republic is gonna be stacked. Team Venezuela. Yeah, you have Omar Lopez coaching Team Venezuela, of course.
It's gonna be here in Houston.
I'm fucking excited.
Yep.
Thank you to Houston First. Go to the WBC next year. Dalton says, can't forget World Cup. Yep. 2026 is going to be an awesome year for sports. 2027 is going to be tough with baseball. But looking forward to 2026. Travis Ohtani is the moment I'll tell my kids about more than any Astros World Series win. Wow. That's a hot take, actually.
Well, I mean,
I don't know.
That is.
It was incredible.
Because I tell literally anyone I meet upon meeting them, like I went to Game 6 of the Astros World Series win. And I got Jordan's home run on tape.
He hit the ball
to
fucking Dallas.
It's like my favorite thing to tell people.
No, but yeah, go to WBC. Also, thank you to our sponsor, Big City Wings, Houston's Wing Joint, Paul's Wing Joint. Today is Friday. Is it Michelada Friday? Is that what they do?
Oh yeah,
or Michelob Ultra Friday.
Oh no, it's the $1.50 pints.
Oh yeah. Good for that. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go get me a burger today. Thank you to Houston's Wing Joint, Paul's Wing Joint.
Thank you. I'm gonna drink 10 beers.
Nice.
Yeah.
But thank you for watching and hanging out with us. Another Friday BTD. We'll be back Monday. Keep talking about any Astros rumors that are happening. Keep talking MLB playoffs. Dez will be back Monday. But yeah, that's going to do it for us.
Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, thank you to Garrett for joining us, filling in. Dez is sick. He'll be back Monday. Thank you for everybody hanging out in the chat. We will see you Monday.
Watch baseball.
Watch sports. Watch baseball.